this is Greg with GDC Marine, and today we're going to show you how to install the Panoptix Cable Management Kit on a Garmin Force trolling motor. Alright, so your first step in installing the Cable Management Kit is going to be installing the Panoptix transducer. If the transducer is not installed, you can't install the cable management. When you take it out of the package, the zip ties should already be bent over on the end, like you see here. If they're not, you're going to want to do this. It'll make it a lot easier to get them through the clips later on. Alright, so you have two different sizes of clips that come with the cable management kit. The smaller clips are used for managing it along the power cable. The larger clips are used for managing it to the shaft of the trolling motor. You're going to start as close to the transducer as you can. You're going to go with the larger size to manage it to the shaft. You want to gently flex it in order to fit it over the transducer cable. At this point, you'll take your zip tie and run it through the channel in the cable clamp and install it around the shaft of the trolling motor.
Specifically on the Garmin Force, I like to align the gap in the cable clip to the rib running down the spine of the trolling motor shaft. This prevents the cable from being able to twist around the trolling motor. When routing the cable from the shaft of the trolling motor up around the steering module, make sure you leave a twist around the shaft of the trolling motor to accommodate steering. Gently flex the underhead bracket around the cable and install using the 3 included 3/8 16 hex bolts using a 9/16 wrench. Note, in this version of the instructional video, we were playing with Allen bolts. It's easier in this application to use hex bolts, so we have changed those out. Next, using the smallest clip in the set, we can begin to manage the Panoptix cable down the power cable of the Force trolling motor. I like to install a cable clip beneath the cable management tube on the trolling motor before we install the bracket onto the cable management tube of the trolling motor. Unfortunately, the transducer plug end of the Panoptix cable does not fit through the other cable management tube on the trolling motor. And now we can finish installing the cable management clips the rest of the way down the control cable back to where you connected the trolling motor. At this point, I like to deploy the trolling motor before I go the rest of the way and verify that I can still steer the trolling motor without the cable catching. You want the cable tightly managed to the trolling motor, but not so tight that it catches when you're steering. Now, with the trolling motor in the deployed position, I find it easiest to install the stick-on cable guide over the cable management tube on the Garmin Force bracket. Make sure you clean the area with alcohol or equivalent before sticking on the 3M double-sided adhesive found pre-installed on this bracket. Once this clip is installed, you're complete. You have now successfully managed the cable of your Garmin Panoptix LiveScope to your Garmin Force trolling motor. Thank you for watching. The cable management set is available at the link in the description below.